Wishing you a very happy and a vibrant day. Myself Sushmita going to take science today, and in science I am going to deal with coal and petroleum. If you like my video, please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon. So here today I am going to refer with class 8 NCERT coal and petroleum. Before we start with coal and petroleum, we should be very clear with our resources. Let's understand our resources. Our resources are of two types, inexhaustible and exhaustible. As the name suggests, inexhaustible, those resources which are not going to exhaust anytime. So, and that is sun and air. We are using sun for so much of energy and it's still there. Other type of resources, exhaustible resource. The exhaustible resources are those resources in which are going to exhaust after some time. You can imagine if we take a bag and full of coins and we keep taking out coin, a time will come when there will be no coin in it. So that is the case with the exhaustible resources. Exhaustible resources are forest, minerals, coal, petroleum and natural gas. When we say about coal, petroleum and natural gas, we should first understand the term, the fossil fuels. These are our fossil fuels. As the name suggests, fossil, and the fuel which we are getting out of fossil. Now what actually has happened, that there are many dead remains of the living organism under the layers of soil, and these layers with time, temperature and pressure has developed into these fuel. Actually we can just try to understand this with coal. Coal is one of the fossil fuel. Everybody might have seen coal, the koila, the hard black thing which we used to use previously, our grandmas and mas used to use. Then previously they were using it for cooking and for in railway engines also we were using it, and we are still using it with thermal plants, thermal power plants. Then how coal is formed? Actually there is a theory, like many years before there were big forests. As we all know, there are forests, and due to natural calamities like flood or earthquake, these forests got buried under the soil or in our earth. Now after many years and years and years, say might have taken million years, these contents, these organisms or these forests turn into hard rocks or carbon, and this carbon is that what we call as coal. Now to study coal, we have to first understand the term carbonization. When dead vegetation turns into coal, this is called carbonization. That is, it is being turning into coal. And with coal, the purified form of coal is called coke. It is the purified form of coal, the coke. And there is one more product which we get, that is coal tar. Now coal tar you might have seen on roads. The tar we put on a road, the sticky black fluid with a very peculiar smell. That is called coal tar. It has got a very unpleasant smell. And during the process some gases come out, and that is called as coal gas. During the process of getting coke from coal, some gases come out, and that is called as coal gas. So I am sure the coal might be clear to you all, and then we come to petroleum. The same case happened. Now petroleum is also fossil fuel, but what happened in the sea? The sea organisms, they died, and they obviously they came down on the bed of sea, and then layers were deposited on it of soil and silts and things, and they were buried. It took millions of years in absence of air, high temperature and pressure. These dead organisms turned into petroleum, or that is what we call as petroleum. When we extract petroleum and we get, it's a very crude oil, and from that we extract the petroleum, petrol, diesel. This is done in the refineries, and these refineries, in these refineries we get many products of petroleum. The many products of petroleum, we can say the first product is petroleum gas or the LPG, which is used as fuel. Then we get petrol, that is also used as our motor fuels. Then the kerosene, which we use as fuel in our stoves. The diesel, the lubricating oil, the paraffin wax and bitumen. These are all the products which we are getting when we are refining the natural gas also. This is very important because this is being used as fuel. When you go to Gujarat side in India, you will find big pipes running there, like we have water drainage pipes. That type of pipes are running, and that carries this natural gas, and this can be used for cooking purposes and can be supplied through pipes. So this is the lesson, and this is the lesson of coal and petroleum. We have learned about fuel. The terms which we learned is resources, inexhaustible, exhaustible, then fossil fuel, carbonization, and then we learned about refineries. To do is that you, in a map of India, you find out where we have the refineries. With that, thank you.